Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Litecoin. Litecoin has dropped further and it has reached my support area here. We are just hovering above this ascending trend line of the larger channel. You will see that channel in a little bit more detail here on the 4-hour chart. Well, you could argue it's not really a channel, but we've got an ascending trend line here that acted as resistance here. So here we definitely had a channel, then we dropped out of the channel, moved to the top again, but we've got definitely 5 touch points here. And then if I zoom in, you can see we've just come down to that level as support. So this, and it did act as support all the way along here. Yeah, and we've got support now, which doesn't mean it couldn't be broken. In fact, I do expect at the moment for it to break. It doesn't need to do it, but it would be likely given the targets for this sort of ABC correction, which is currently happening. So a chart is following currently here the forecast that I gave you yesterday that we will come down most likely a little bit lower after the sharp decline that we saw. This is still the unchanged wave count from the previous video. The idea was we came down in an A wave, we moved up in a B wave, and we're now coming down in a C wave of 4. Which should ideally result in one more wave up in a wave 5 of wave 3. Target for that would be still sort of the $90 range, maybe a little bit higher. But first of all, we are still in this sort of downtrend here. We did briefly break out of this channel, but it was a fake out and we broke back down again. We are back in the channel, in this yellow channel. And again, I see this as an ABC correction. The thing is, yesterday I showed you here, this would be most likely A, this would be B, and this would be C. But the structure, I've got my problems with that structure. So if we, let me see what was the target. Okay, then the target is still, the thing is, my view is that it's due to the internal subwaves, because I can count this actually as a nice 5-wave move down. I would actually rather put the wave A here. It doesn't really change anything in the outlook. It may change targets a little bit because I can count this as a nice, yeah, as I said, 5-wave move down. And I would count this here as a wave 1, this as a wave 2, this as a wave 3. Let me think. No, here, the small 3. Then here the 4 and the 5, and I've got a leading diagonal in the wave A. Then we've got a nice 3-wave move up in a wave B. That would pretty much align it with the Bitcoin wave count as well, ABC. And then here we would be looking now for a wave C to the downside. And the target, however, remains basically unchanged, because if I take the length of the A wave, go all the way up to the B wave high, the target would still be around the $73 level. Yeah, yesterday we talked about confluence, about around the $73 level. Here the 1-to-1 ratio between waves 1 and C, and the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of the larger wave 3 here, the retracement, which is an ideal target for a wave 4. Yeah, the $73 level at the 38.2% retracement is usually an ideal level for a wave 4, the 38.2 retracement. And in addition to that, measured from the top, the Fibonacci extension, the 1-to-1 ratio, which is an ideal target for the C wave, matches that. So we've got a confluence of support here. Based on that, could this move down be finished already? Yes, it could. It had it's completed basically the minimum requirements. I mean, in this C wave, we came down below the A wave low. So that's what we want to see. However, we haven't really reached the ideal target. We have come down into the key support area, yes. And whenever we reach these, you need to be ready that things could be turning around already. But again, we currently haven't really seen a massively bullish reaction to any of these support levels. So the primary expectation has to be that we come down a little bit lower to this ideal target area. Yeah, for that to happen, we would need to break the $75.70 level, the previous swing low, come down lower and find a daily support here, and then start up again. When do we know that this wave C is over? Well, at the moment, if it was over at the moment, we wouldn't probably know until we break above the B wave high at $80. That would be a very strong indication that the C wave low is in, the C wave of the wave 4, and that we can be ready for a move up. So at the moment, we are still in this pattern, yeah. no change really, just here the minor change of moving the wave A. But besides that, as long as we're holding here the $69 level, we can still focus on higher. Always bear in mind that the long-term outlook for Litecoin isn't great. Yeah, look at the Litecoin BTC chart. I showed you that in previous videos. It's a lifetime downtrend, not very attractive. So this coin here is okay at the moment for swing trading, but I would be extremely careful with it, looking at it long-term. Okay, and that's my update about Litecoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.